والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. The theme for this series in the shade of Ramadan is about racing towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and there are two components to that. There's the racing, there's the doing, and then there's the towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the direction that you're going in. And subhanAllah, so many people today are racing, but they aren't racing towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They're actually caught in the rat race. So how do we differentiate between just racing for the sake of racing and just doing all of these things just to be active, and between actually doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? That's what I'd like to speak about today. Now the ulama of maqasid, the ulama of the objectives of Islam, the 5 objectives, what they say is that there are 2 conditions in order for an action to be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The first is that the action, the first condition is that the first intention for its action is for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if we give an example, if I'm going to go to the mosque and I'm going to go to the mosque for the sake of Allah and I'm going to meet my friends, so I have 2 intentions here. If the first intention is to go for the mosque for the sake of Allah, then the action, that's the first condition for the action being accepted. If my first intention is to meet my friends, and I may as well pray, then the action of going to the mosque is not accepted. The second condition is that the overwhelming majority of the action has to be for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Again, same example, I'm going to the mosque for the sake of Allah and I'm going to meet my friends. So that's the first condition that's now being ticked off. But am I going to the mosque for the sake of Allah 45%, or am I going to the mosque for the sake of Allah 55%? The ulama of maqasid have said that if it's more than 50%, then it will be accepted. So the first condition is that it has to be for the sake of Allah, and the second condition is that it has to be more than 50%. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts it. If, the first condition is that it's for the sake of Allah, but really the majority of the condition is that I'm going to go and meet my friends, then it's not accepted. Both these conditions have to be there in order for the action to be accepted. We have these huge goals of, I want to get married, I want to have this career, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an engineer, I want to be good to this, I want to have children, etc. These are overwhelming goals, right? But we need to make sure that the overwhelming majority stays for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So just a reminder to myself firstly, and to all my brothers and sisters that are going to be watching and listening to this, that we have to make sure that our intentions are for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Surah Al-Ikhlas, and what do we know about Surah Al-Ikhlas? There was a man who said to a woman before they got married, a Sahabi, that I read all of the Quran every single night. And so she married him based upon that characteristic that he claimed he had. After they got married, she realized that he didn't read the Quran. He read Surah Al-Ikhlas 3 times every single night. And the Prophet ﷺ teaches us that every time you read Surah Al-Ikhlas, it's as if you've read a third of the Quran. So he would read it 3 times and he'd say, okay, I finished the Quran. So the woman went to complain to the Prophet ﷺ, saying that this man has tricked me. And the man came and said, Ya Rasulullah, I read Surah Al-Ikhlas 3 times. And you said that each time is equal to a third. And so therefore it's equal to the whole Quran. And the Prophet ﷺ said that you are right. You are right in your ijtihad and your understanding of what this means. So Surah Al-Ikhlas is really important because the whole Quran was sent as guidance. Guidance for what? Guidance so that you're racing towards Allah. And you're not caught up in this rat race where you're just going round and round yourself in circles. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم. رمضان مبارك. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our deeds, and may He allow us to complete Ramadan and accept all of our deeds, inshallah. Remember myself and the ummah and those that are doing this series in your dua. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.